Okay, everything's set up correctly. At least it should be. Yesterday, I think it was. Maybe 2 days ago, I think it was yesterday. I beat Watson, deathless. I relied a bit on some luck, but in the end, it was also a really good plan with a really good box. Right now I have to do Cycling Road. I looked at Cycling Road Rival, it looks decent, like a lot better than, for example, my last attempt. Hopefully I don't have to suck anyone, or if I suck something, like I keep it to only one mon. And hopefully like a bad one that I can afford to suck. So now I have to do a lot of fights before that. I have to do a lot of fights before that. They are a lot easier. That's what I'm going to do if I remember correctly. Yeah. Okay, this is really, it should be really easy. I'm over leveled as fuck for this. So gold deck. It's a single battle. Yeah, this guy's one shots through everything. And one shots, then it one shots, and then it doesn't one shot. So I guess just figure out what to do with this Kingdra, and then you can go Bolton again and sweep. Can I though? This Ice Shower, this Aqua Jet, so maybe not a full sweep. I do sweep this guy though, so kill this guy. Then it's Kingdra, it's the only one I don't show kill to. It's going to use Rain Dance or Double Edge with some pre-damage, maybe it's always one of them. Does it matter though? It's a Water Dragon, which means none of my current mons deal with it. And it resists water, so of course it's going to set up rain. Ape's really bad against this. Like Cloyster maybe works. Cloyster looks really decent, to be honest. Yeah, I think with Never Melt Ice, this guy just melts Kingdra no matter what it goes for. The problem is that it's just going to click Rain Dance, so I just have to assume that rain will be up for the rest of the fight. And then probably my mons don't outspeed. Okay, they actually just outspeed, so this is bright powder. Remember that. Okay. And it's going to be like this guy, probably this guy, right? So we take a hurricane and not die after. And kill too. Maybe that's too much to ask. Looks like it. Actually not. Really? I mean, yeah, this doesn't work. Also, it's bright powder. Okay, maybe it's not more difficult than expected. This is Shockwave, but it takes too much from a boosted Hydro Pump, so maybe not letting this set up Rain Dance is key. Let's think about what I can do here. I can show it a kill with Double Edge, then I go here, fake out, show it another one, then it will be like recoil plus, yeah, I'm burned here, for example. I go like Silk Scarf. Yeah, so I show one more kill. This is like really low, and I go to anyone that takes a Double Edge and then kills, which is like anyone, to be honest, but like to make sure. I mean, Staraptor looks good here, so let's just go, for example, Staraptor. I will figure out the ranges, the specific ranges after this. So now it's going to be you or you. Both are slower, deal very similar amounts. So it's probably going to be Duong for Freeze Dry. So I can go here, I can also go... Okay, yeah, but... Okay, no, nothing. I can go here. I can also go like any single fighting type. Not on a freeze dry. Also, it has ice shard, so maybe... Yeah, I can just go... Here. It's too likely to be Hydro Pump, though I'm not comfortable with this range. Yeah, because this will have taken a lot of damage. Okay. Hariyama probably deals with this guy. But not at its current HP, right? So you go... Someone that clearly resists freeze dry. That would be... Okay, someone that resists every single move. But mainly Hydro Pump and freeze dry. Yeah, it's like no one... Also like doesn't die. Alton is just out of the fight. You can go here for essentially free. Hit the Vital Throw. And be done with the rest of your day. There's like this for Hurricane with no rain up. And the play is to go Electros, but maybe it takes too much from... Okay, no, it doesn't take that much from Hydro Pump now. With crit it definitely does, but only to double crit and not always it dies. Shockwave kills. Okay, this is being a lot more difficult than expected though. It should work. Let's check again. Okay, you kill this guy. You hit King Dra because it's the only thing you don't kill, and you pre-damage enough so that double edge always is kill. Go here on the double edge. It will take a ton of damage because of recoil. I am burned, got Hariyama with the Silk Scarf, which means I deal minimum of 35% as it takes a minimum of 22%, which would mean 37, let's say. Well, it's like 38, 58%. So now any single mon that deals like 43% kills. Go here on a double edge, hopefully, and just kill this guy. I mean, it's not always... Yeah, but with double edge then I can kill with whatever I want, right? Is this always double edge? Yeah. Okay, so maybe I can go... Well, Staraptor deals with it, so I see no reason not to go Staraptor. I go Staraptor and kill. It's probably a bit low. It's this guy for the kill, probably for freeze dry. And I just go here. I never risk death. Like, it has to get insane levels of luck to kill. So you hit it with the Vital Throw here. If for some reason this doesn't work, maybe like Pangoro never baits, never multi, so I can just go here, and I guess it's a bit easier, but it doesn't matter. And it's this guy. It's going to Hurricane any of my two mons. I can go to this guy who has a move that always hits and kills. Should never die. So yeah, this is the team. Let's not think more about it. And if I lose something, then it's funnier because it should be a really easy fight. Here's Hariyama. This Hariyama. Get Staraptor. Get Pangoro. Get Bruno. And our man of the day, Electros. Okay, let me check the items though. This guy has to be Silk Scarf. I guess it doesn't really matter, but let's just maximize the amount of damage it deals, because it's only going to use fake out once. So why not? Okay, this doesn't really need an item. I will maybe pre-damage. That might matter. This doesn't really need an item. I guess give it an orange berry. Not really a citrus. It would be a waste of a citrus berry. This guy mostly the same, right? And this guy doesn't really need anything. If it comes out, it's because it's just going to kill. Okay, let me think about the ranges here. Bolton has to be, you know, like low enough to take 25% of its HP, which would be 25 here, I think, right? Because it's like, yeah, 25. Which means it will be left at 98, 78. And then to always kill, I have to be 8 below maximum HP. Which would be 95. Okay, right, so 95. Bolton. Fair enough. And then Hariyama has to bait another double edge. I'm pretty sure that with burn that's almost always the case. Maybe not. So let's just bring out the calculator, like the one from my computer, and see how much burn deals to Hariyama. Okay, it's 10. Yeah, for it's 60. It's like a 160 something. Okay, it's 10. So after taking 70, it takes 10. So it should be 80 plus 70, which is 150. But not really, because as it switches in, it loses it. It gets burned twice, which means it's at virtually 148 HP. So it just has to be 8 below maximum HP here. It's like 160 Hariyama, of course, with guts and everything. Then there's the Raptor, who just switches in and kills, so they don't need anything on this guy. I am guessing maybe give it an orange berry, because you never know. It's better for the ranges, but not the citrus, because I am limited on those. Okay, so let's pre-damage then. I'm just opening the pre-damage script. As always, that pauses the audio. Okay, so Bolton is the slot 1. And it's going to be at 95. Hariyama is slot 2, and it's going to be at 160. That's how much HP Hariyama has. It's super tanky on HP at least. It's interesting for stuff like guts, because it balances out part of its bulk. It's really bulky because of the HP, right? So if it takes more from guts, then it's less effective. Okay, there are some priority moves. Do I care? Mostly not, because I kill with slow moves, so I can just go. Safe. Over level to the fight, by the way. Still had to think for like more than what should have. Aspir berries. Is this more citrus berries? Okay, nice. Save. I have to get the bike. That's true. Okay. This guy just kills with wild charge. That's how goated Bolton is. It was just a goat. Okay. Let's see that recoil. 70 exactly. That's double edge kill from Kingdra. It's slow kill though. But that should go over rain dance. You know, Oh, Hariyama. It's going to take a lot from double edge recoil because I have a ton of HP. So if he deals a lot, then I will take a lot. That's how it works. Okay. I get burned. I am well above range because of course I did all of this with mineral. That's the biggest fake out you're going to ever see. This is always only double edge, so let's just go Staraptor. Never dies to crit. Of course, crit goes through Intimidate. That's why it matters. Okay, also Breaking Swipe instead. That's actually smart. Because now maybe I don't kill. I think that still kills though. I'm not dead to most stuff. Yeah, I mean, does it kill? Okay, yeah. It was very narrow. Maybe like mineral didn't kill. I don't have the ruler to put it on the screen and see how much HP that looks like. Can I do one? I'm higher than expected. That means it's always going to be freeze dry though, so it doesn't change anything. Freeze dry is the best move. Pangoro can take switching in. I mean, Ice Shard is better, but you're almost never waiting Ice Shard. There are some cases. For example, if it's his skill, it will prioritize the priority move, to say it twice, because it becomes fast skill. But yeah, now I click Vital Throw and there's nothing it can do to avoid dying. Like it's Back Gem, Mega Thor, and it just doesn't deal that much. That's just an Aura Berry. Okay, now it's Swanna for only Hurricane. Is it? Yeah. Okay, I didn't think about Hurricane Confusion, so it will be a bit awkward if I get confused here on the switch. It's not the end of the world, but it matters. I just have to switch back, right? It's not terrible. Okay, could have also missed, and then end of the conversation. Can also miss. Gets both. I wouldn't. It also has Bright Powder, so I'm forced to go Shockwave. So it always hits. The good thing is that usually you get a TM from Watson and you have to spend it on some of your mons, maybe remove a good move, for example on Bolton. But because Electros has Shockwave already, you don't waste one move slot. Okay, let's get the Acro Bike. There's no reason to get the Mach Bike yet. Also like here. And also add the bike to the list of items. Yeah. Now it's here. Nice. I should have saved now instead of earlier. Okay, now another fight for which I should be over leveled, so it should be easy. Also, it should just be easy because it's 3 months, right? But that doesn't always make a fight easy to beat. Okay, this is Assault Ballast. Of course, Fairy type move for coverage, so your Pangor is useless. This will happen a ton of times. There's nothing I can do. almost every single psychic type in this game has a fairy type, which is at the same time super effective against like fighting again and dark, which is the most consistent counter. So now psychic types, just because of the fairy type, which is broken, have been buffed. Well, not now, but in Gen 6. Yeah, you hate to see it, but that's all I have to say, because of course this guy kills, but it just has to tank something that always kills with crit. That's the problem. Okay, what about Bolt and has Crunch? Yeah, this guy can't really do anything against Bolt, and like I'm faster, I should hit KO, so let's just go with this. Then I also kill this guy. Yeah, it's really powerful. And this should see it faster. It's a bit unfortunate because if I was 1 point faster, I just kill. But nope, so it's going to be Calm Mind or Extrasensory. Okay, no, not Calm Mind, it's going to be Extrasensory. I guess I can go here. I can also go here, right? Doesn't matter. Okay, Extrasensory can flinch, right? Like this is a flinch mon. We stored power. Okay, then I'm with Focus Edge. Okay, it's scarier than I think initially. Ape, of course, never dies any special attack. I am starting to think that minus defense Ape is the play, but you never know. I mean, Arcanine has extreme speed, right? Which makes it a really powerful option. It's never Calm Mind here. Actually, it can be Calm Mind, right? Because I'm slower, it has a Focus Sash. Okay, what about hit Calm Minds? Calm Mind, Calm Mind. It's like +2/+2, right? Or is it +1/+1? I think it's +1/+1. Yeah, but it's simple, so +2/+2. Okay, then store power, like damage goes through the roof. So you go here, but then our slash kills you. And because your Bolton isn't fast enough, you're fucked. Okay, that's the play apparently. What I can do here instead is crunch and try to kill with Bolton. Because the worst thing it can do is click Extrasensory and flinch. With Calm Mind, I just kill. No, but it has Focus Sash, so it doesn't work like that. Oh, yeah, but this is always going to click Extrasensory here. Yeah, that's the thing. So I can use that information to go... Okay, hear me out. I go Arcanine. And I give it a Silk Scarf. So 2 extreme speeds kill. It doesn't really matter if it Calm Minds or not, because it's just dead to the next one, because it's just a priority move. It doesn't matter that I'm slower. Okay, that works. This guy comes in, it's going to Side Shock or Foul Play. Probably I can just go Bolton and kill, because this guy just... Okay, doesn't die, so I'm taking a ton of damage here, actually. Okay, then it's actually a random move, sort of. And I'm a bit unlucky because Ape dies. Also, this is Inner Focus. Is this the one that hits through defense? Yeah. So as you can see here, not even regular defense with max AB saves Ape here from dying to crit. I can just go chest on this guy, right? And then it doesn't really matter. And if for some reason it doesn't work, I can just... Okay, not here maybe, but... Yeah, this guy doesn't die. And then you never bait Side Shock, so you're free to go here and waste classes. Okay, that should work. Let's get Arcanine. Let's get Ape as backup for the backup, which is a bit too much maybe. Okay, give this Noramberry, there's no reason not to. White Glasses. Let me run the calc first. Does White Glasses ape actually kill this? Yeah, okay. Sometimes it looks like the 10% boost works, but it doesn't because of rounding and stuff like that. Okay, this has to be Chesto. And actually every single mod that I use to counter this. Yeah, this is Silk Scarf to always kill. Okay, Hariyama has a Silk Scarf. I'm forgetting a lot to remove items. I don't know why. And you know what? This is going to be a 5 mod line. I know the Subat is a bit dangerous. But it's not very clicking Calm Mind. I mean, it can actually. Wait. It can click Calm Mind. Okay, that's not the stupid stuff. It can click Calm Mind. No, it can't. Okay, yeah, I'm slower. So I show fast kill, except it has a focus touch, so this can totally Calm Mind. My other option, because if it Calm Minds, does it really matter? I don't think it matters. I mean, it matters, yeah. Yeah, it kills with crit, with some rolls of crit. Okay, the way to do it then is you just pre-damage Bolton. So it doesn't die to Psychic crit. But one Psychic is enough. The other thing I can do here is kill this with something that will bait extrasensory later. Like for example, Hariyama here does it. Yeah, with Hariyama just baits the next one. Okay, it has to be Bolton probably. And yeah, pretty much so that Psychic kill. Psychic crit is not a kill. Then I'm like 82 if it's mineral. It's 45. That means it's 77, 37. And at 37 HP kind of sometimes doesn't see kill with extrasensory, which is a bit awkward. Okay, if it clicks store power, then like all my, I can go here, but then it says like that I killed. ¿Cuatro mons más? Hola, no lo había visto. ¿Qué 4 mons más se te han muerto? Buena pregunta. No me acuerdo. Ah, ya. Se murieron todos en la misma. Okay, then for... Hay vidas, no. Bueno, yo podría jugar con vidas si quisiera, pero no estoy jugando con vidas. No, irónicamente, es muy útil. Que tenía cosas muy buenas, pero... Hice un poco la de Inter. Me salió mal una cosa. Este tío da un miedo que flipas. Va. 82. Not that much. It's 82, not 81. Okay, so like this then. Oranberry. Okay, no Oranberry then. Silk Scarf, Chestoberry, Chestoberry. Wise glasses. No item. Maybe this guy will have the citrus berry. You never know. It's a bit risky. Is this the first one? Ah, yeah. So click crunch twice. It's going to psychic, it deals a ton of damage, never die. Click crunch again. It should always be Swobat. And it's always extrasensory, which is nice, because then it doesn't use Calm Mind and it doesn't kill everyone. Okay. Now I click extreme speed twice. I'm slower, but priority moves. Because this mon is trash. If you have played Black and White like ever, you know this guy sucks. Like the only good thing it has is being fast. So yeah, it dies to 2 extreme speeds from a non-stop Arcanine. And it's like the other guy, the Girafaric. I think this guy got a new evolution on the most recent games, which is a bit weird, but I mean, I like it. Can't just stay in. Can hypnosis, but I can also flamethrower. Yeah, puts me to sleep. That's Side Shock or Foul Play. If I go to this, because it never like dies, it's a really good counter. You know, the League of Legends top lane experience using the counter play. And yeah, like anything kills. I always forget that Bug is super effective against Psychic. This Bug is typically useless. And now you can use the bike and go in here and like fight 10 more people. But I'm not going to do it because I have to get this bug pixel. I have to look at the next fight because you can't just go and do the fights if you value your life. But I have to do a ton of stuff on the spreadsheet here on the documentation because for some reason it's like divided on splits, and each time you change the split it like reloads the whole thing. It's like super poorly optimized. And you have to wait for 10 seconds or something like that. Okay, this time it was a bit faster, I think. Yeah. Now you show this and get to work. Okay, yeah, this is from the gym because it's out of order. It's this one. Okay, like every single mon here kills. It should focus sash or anything. Okay. Is there any mon that looks a bit scary? I mean, the bulk up, shadow, sneak, Galate maybe. Not really. Okay, so let's just pick Ape here and kill this guy. And it's like the first thing that doesn't die. Jesus. Grumpy? It's going to click extra sensory if I pre-damage enough. I don't want reflect here, so it's very important that I pre-damage. And on extra sensory I can go anything that resists it, really. Not this guy. Yeah, my deck play kind of sucks. Okay, oh, here then, and give this the black glasses. Yeah, doesn't kill, you kill. Yeah. So then it's not this guy because I show kill. It has to be Galate. And this is a bit weird. How much HP am I? Okay, this is like 60%. I do show fast with KO, so it's probably just going to Dream Punch or Psycho Cut. I can go here, tank any of those two moves, kill. And then Extratu comes in. It's going to light screen. Do I really care? And sort of, right? Not really, it can do whatever it wants. I just do the same play I did just now with Arcanine. It's like the same range too on everything. Silk Scarf, yeah. Exactly the same. Okay, so let's pick every mon on that list and then fill the rest of the team with random shit. It's also obvious, speed up a bit more. It's like Ape, then we get Staraptor, and then like I don't know, this guy's usually, you know, this is like full of psychic types, so maybe bring this and this. Okay, remove not the item from this, but remove items here. I don't know what I gave them. When I play this game, I essentially have dementia, so I forget about everything. Okay. Ape kills without any damage boost. Then it's this guy, I just switch, I don't need anything here. Because I click, okay, I go black glasses. This is actually important then. Okay, Ape needs to be at a certain HP range. 96 or less, so let's just... You can do this with... There's an NPC that lets you poison your mons and run around until their HP drops. You can also use a script to do the same in less time. It's 96. Funny number, but not really funny number. You go here, kill. This comes in, or not really this. Random move. Go here, kill. Then it's like go here. Yeah, it works. It just works. No reason to think more. Just want to get a new personal best, so I stopped doing this gameplay in circles. Like This is the third time. This is the third. I think it is. That I get to this section. Alright, so remember to save. Okay, no reason to use fake out. Just place kick and it kills. Should be seeing ground pick now for the slow kill with extra sensory, which means no reflect. It's a really weird brand of milk tank. Like, they just went random shit go with the design. Okay, crunch. It's important to one-shot this guy because it has a Salak Berry which raises, if not a random stat, it's then like speed. And then it can do weird things. If you one-shot then it doesn't proc, so you're safe. Okay, escalate. I go Staraptor. Staraptor always one-shots. It doesn't intimidate, I think, because of inner focus. They did it so the ability doesn't... Okay, yeah. But again, I don't really use intimidate because crits go through damage reduction, which doesn't make any sense. And that always means that intimidate is kind of useless. Unless you are banking on getting lucky, but most of the time this bird dies to every single move if it crits. Not here though, here it lived a crit. Maybe because of the level gap. This can be a extrasensory or light screen, and I don't really care because I just go Arcanine. And now I see it has a citrus berry, so I will have to click the move 3 times. It has to be extreme speed and not rock slide, which deals this like full damage, because then it flinches me and I can go for rock slide, and yeah, let's just go for rock slide. I have backup. Yeah, just stupid to use this like screen. I love gambling. Just going to stay here. Let's see how many of these I do before I get tired. They are usually easy, except when they're not. It depends on your box. Immediately I have a Mienshao with no priority moves. These are really weird Mienshao. Alright, yeah, this is designed to drop your ape. Yeah, this is the same fight. I think I always deal with this fight the same way. Like, eyelid ape. Yeah, they can't click overhit, so maybe it does matter. So then you go with this guy, and yeah, because this guy is the goat, just kill with this. Then is it Doctor? Yeah, the problem is that it's Arena Trap Doctor. Okay, then it matters more than I thought. This guy dies to crit. I mean, I can just fake out. Yeah, this is reckless. So if I go Muscle Band, this is enough. So I go fake out Blaze Kick. It's never Dark Trio because it sees I kill it first, even though it's just a one shot. And it's Ninja's. Okay, yeah, it was do this fight the same way. It can also be Magneton. because it's also dead. So it has to be Ninjask, although it doesn't do anything to my ape. So it's just going to U-turn. It's forced to go to something else. And because it's faster, I just click an attacking move. Dark Trio comes in, dies. Ninjask comes out again. Uses U-turn because it's his only move. Magneton comes in, dies. Yeah, this fight is really stupid. I guess bring the other guys for moral support or something. It doesn't really matter. I've done this one the same way because it just relies on you having Infernate, which I always have. This one's for the 8 players. Just in preparation of the huge Swampert they're going to hit you with on the rival fight. It's a bit weird that you get, like, you use Ape and they use Swampert instead of, like, Empoleon. But, well. It's Emerald after all. It's a bit weird that your starter is from Diamond and Pearl. Okay, just keep this guy though. You know what? I'm just going to use this. Muscle Band is important for the ranges. I'm just going to go with this team. Save. And do some speed up movement. Go up here. Okay, there's a TM there. Nightshade. I've never used this. I mean, it's really good for catching stuff, but you didn't want to use a full move slot on one of your mons just to get it. So usually Mienshao is inner focus, so you can't go and fake out. But because this one is reckless, just click fake out to deal the additional chip damage you need to one-shot with Blaze Kick after that. And yeah, the AI is now forced to send out Ninjask because I kill the other 2 mons. I'm faster. Ninjask is faster than anything else in the game, so of course it will be faster. But it only has U-turn, so now it's going to be Dark Trio. I click Blaze Kick. It's Dark Trio because it's in like team order. It's just one shots because Dark Trio tanks nothing. You hit it with any move and it dies. Now it's in Jask again because it can't send Magneton. Would die. Magneton dies to overhit, so let's just click overhit. It also dies to double Blaze Kick and it won't do anything in return, but just to see the overhit. Huge move. Drops your special attack by 2 stages, but most of the time it doesn't matter. You can just switch out and it will reset. Now it's Ninjask again. Ninjask also dies to Blaze Kick. It dies to -2 overhit. So let's just kill with the -2 overhit. Yeah, this one's a flex. Usually you don't get to clear a whole fight with one on. You sometimes can clear like the backline or something if you set up a situation where only mons that die and are slower are left. But stuff like this is difficult to see in this game. You know I like you, okay. Save. And the next one, now I actually have to think. Just a little bit. Yeah, it's because there's a Sharpedo, and Sharpedo has speed boost, so after one boost it becomes faster than every mon I have. That's the only main reason why this matters. So what outspacing kills? Of course, Bolton the goat. Ape with some help. Yeah, Ape with any fighting move. It doesn't have one currently. Staraptor? Not always, I think. So I'm not really sure about this. Yeah, the problem with the other monsters is that none of them live to hit, right? I mean, yeah, Hariyama just takes too much from Psychic Fangs if this crits basically kills. Fake Out deals a lot, which could be used with Mach Punch here. Okay, Mach Punch almost killing, but not killing. Yeah, this just kills. If I switch into Dark Pulse or Ice Beam, I Fake Out, then Mach Punch ignore the speed of this thing. Okay, so first the Lux Ray, it's going to intimidate me. I don't care because I have an Earth Power Mon. So I guess go with that. Soft Sand to make it the range one shot. Have to make it always a kill. Then it's like this or this. Probably it's going to be Sharpie, that's faster. It doesn't have that much really, so... Yeah, but this one's slower. It out damages though. Okay, so it's slower and it out damages, so it's going to be very... It's a bit bad. Because here I can't just stay in. I always kill. This is a very clean range. This never kills me. But well, I don't care. It's going to be returned from this. Maybe agility because I'm like faster. Nothing... Okay, I was going to say nothing prevents me from going Arcanine, but actually it does. That's close combat. I could go Cloyster, but it's more of the same. If it attacks and then attacks again, I'm just dead. Okay, who kills a normal flying mon with close combat? Because like this would work, but close combat. This tanks close combat, doesn't tank. Dual wing beat. Probably like Bolton. Not really, takes too much from return, yeah. What's the play? Maybe I can do a Hariyama pivot here, yeah, it never dies. I can Fake Out for the chip damage, then I always pay 12 wing beat. Okay, so then if I show this, let's do something else. Let's show Sharpedo a kill. Let's show it a kill with Hydro Pump and only Hydro Pump. And something that resists water but doesn't bait Psychic Fangs. Probably Basculin. I mean, let's try with Basculin. If it works, it works. Okay, so you tank a Hydro Pump or nothing. Like, it can also be nothing. And it's forced to click Dark Pulse because it's highest damage. Unless it crits. If it crits, it deals too much. And with Citrus Berry, I would make sure I'm above 50%, which means Dark Pulse again. So yeah, that's really safe. Why do I want this to Dark Pulse though? Ah yeah, because then I can go Ape. I can tank the Dark Pulse, click Fake Out, click Mach Punch and kill. Does this kill without Muscle Band? Yeah, totally, so I don't even need Muscle Band. See, okay, let's do it that way. Of course, this will be like +2 speed, but it doesn't really matter. Fake Out and Mach Punch are priority moves. This has no priority moves because it assumes it will always be faster. That's a counterplay they give to the player. Okay, now it's Braviary on like almost full HP Infernape, which actually means it's going to click Dual Wing Beat and never Agility. Yeah, but this guy just dies. Okay, that's a problem. With Hearthstone though, fails to hit the range again. Hate to see it. Okay, but I can just go here then, right? Okay, no, because it dies, turbo dies. But I can go here then, maybe. Bait close combat. Go to this, that quad resists close combat. And it's of course dual wing beat. So I go here, and because it has used close combat, I can like kill for real this time. Let's just go Hearthstone in case I miss something. Okay, let's go through the plan again. This just kills with Substance. There's nothing like it can do. Okay, 3 Intimidate 2. Then this guy comes in. I pre-damage at 66. So, 66. So it's always Hydro Pump. I go this with Citrus. It makes sure it's Dark Pulse after. Go here, tank. Fake out Mach Punch kill. Guys comes in. It's going to be dual wing beat. Then I go here to bait close combat. I go here to tank the close combat, drop defense, bait dual wing beat. This tanks it. It's still faster because it's never going to use agility. Okay, now about the agility thing. Is it actually not going to use it? Yeah. Okay. Because if it goes for agility, then it's a bit weird. It's now faster than Arcanine and can kill with a crit. So yeah, it's very important that it doesn't. And it won't use a speed setup move unless it sees you are faster, which only happens with Ape really. Because a speed tie, which is what happens with Orbital, means for the AI that the AI is faster. Okay, I don't need Muscle Band. And I don't need this. Let's just change a couple members. It's this guy. It's you. And you. I have some items to give away. Not waterfall switch, please. This needs no item. And here. You need the Hearthstone. Just in case. To boost rock type damage. You need the soft sand and some pre-damage. Let's just do it right now. It's 66. Okay, yeah, this looks really low, but it's okay. Then you are going to use a Citrus Berry, just in case, for crits. If it doesn't crit, it's also really good, because then I don't use the berry. And I don't have that many of those, so it's good. And yeah, the others don't really need an item, they are just here for pivots. I'll make sure I didn't miss anything, and we should be fine. I think I already saved. The Pokemon Dementia is getting to me. Okay, that's the guy that's just going, like, no reason to make it wait for longer. He's going to Intimidate, and I don't care. Earth Power is a special move that happens to always kill. I guess Luxury is really slow. I would expect this to be faster. Like, it's usually electric type mons are fast. I guess this is the one that doesn't follow the rule, because if you make every single electric dog the same, then what's the point? Bring out Potential Man. This guy evolves so late. Okay, that's always Dark Pulse. I'm free to go here. This looks really scary, but I should be fine. Yeah, Dark Pulse. It's a really interesting thing what I'm doing now, and it is because I have Fake Out and Mach Punch at the same time. That's usually not something you have on Ape. You have either Fake Out or Mach Punch and use an actual fighting type move, but because I did this for Watson and I haven't replaced Mach Punch with Brick Break yet, because I haven't really needed to use it, now I can just Fake Out and Mach Punch this Sharpedo, which kills. Yeah, keep boosting your speed. You're not going to attack. So that's something I didn't do on my other runs, because I didn't have a strategy like that one in Watson. Okay, 87. This is always dual wing beat and only dual wing beat, because it's this skill mainly. It could go for agility, but not now that it's the kill. So I go here to quad resisted, I believe. Yeah, this has to be quad resisted. Braviary has a really high attack stat here, at this here on the clock. It says so. Okay, now it's close combat. I just need something that's not close combat to go Arcanine. So it's going to be this. Quad resisted. Drops his defenses. And now it has to be dual wing beat. If it's agility, we start to sweat a little bit. Yeah, it's all of it. I'm faster, so I can just Rock Slide now. Does it drop? Drop its defenses? I kill. Without dropping defenses, I kill like 95% of the time, so it's good enough. Like maybe not that percent, but you get the idea. That's one thing. One more thing done. Now this one should be really easy. I don't remember details. Let's say first. It will be the first time that my game just dies for no reason. Okay, there's an Absol with like no counterplay for a just click Fake Out Power Hit and kill this guy. I don't even need to teach Brick Break yet. Like just Fake Out Overhit kills, and it has like counter, like super like focus sash, all of these moves, and just kill it with Ape. I guess without Ape, I'm seeing already that it can be a bit weird. That's why I go Ape after all. Okay, then it's Meowstic. It will say kill with Psychic like 100% of the time. I go Pangoro, and for the first time in what feels like centuries, my Dark type counters a Psychic type. Wow. So it's Psychic, I just go Cherry Berry for the Thunderbolt paralysis, use Crunch. If it doesn't kill, I click Bullet Punch, so anyway, this kills. I see no reason to bring any other mons. So I just bring whatever I have on my team when I get Pangoro. I guess remove the items. You never know. Especially, like, the thing I don't want to see is having a valuable item equipped for, like, by accident, and then switching into knockoff which removes the item forever. So you lose that item. Like damage boosting, useful item. Okay. No reason not to go wise glasses, I guess, though. No reason to go item too, so just have to build some confidence on the cogs and stop over preparing stuff that's solved. Okay, we do some more biking. Okay, I'm just going to speed up a bit. Okay, this is just fake out for the sash mainly. Overhead to kill. There's nothing it can do. Goodbye, Absol. So now just wait until Meowstick comes in. It's going to use Psychic because, of course. So you bring in low cost Dark Urshifu and click Wicked Blow. Okay, I didn't go Cherry Berry in this, so actually it can paralyze me. Okay, I did forget. That's what happens when the fight's easy. Okay, hit the range. Okay, save. How many more before the rival fight, which is the actual difficult stuff? Maybe 3 more. Maybe I get to the rival fight now, like today. And because I prepared that one already, it looks doable today. I mean, I say I prepared it, but the plan involves risking a ton of stuff. I mean, yeah, this is Nozzle Reflect Light Screen Super Fine. Pacho issue that this guy sucks so much ass. Okay, I did do something here last time. Wise Glasses Ape. Now it doesn't work because I have less special attack, right? Yeah, it was max special attack. With this I kill. But it's just going to click light screen. And I can bring Hariyama, right? I can be pre-burned so it doesn't click Nozzle. And because of Guts, boosts my damage. So it's like double useful. And it looks like I don't kill, so just for the amount, like the small amount of extra damage I need. Muscle Band, yeah, this is really clean. Okay, Muscle Band, Hariyama kills this guy. Really good news. You hate to fucking see this guy. Like, the screens half the damage you deal. So, yeah. Okay, now it's probably going to be Unpheasant, right? Let's see. Yeah, it's fast, like all of them are faster. I guess there's a world where it's Jump Left. If it goes for Sword Stance, Jump Left. Okay, what the hell is this? It goes for Acrobatics, right? Because it sees my... Okay, I can pre-damage then, so it's always Unpheasant, and I make it a bit more stable. It's all Wind Beat. So I can actually go Cloister. Okay, Cloister doing something. Kill this guy. I always forget to look at Cloister because the calcs don't show, like the numbers here, it says it kills sometimes because it looks at 3 hits, but I'm skilling, which means it's always a 5 hit move, so it deals more than the calc says. Okay, but yeah, basically kill this guy. Yeah, I leave 2 of those. It's going to eradicate, but it's not burned really, so maybe it's jump bluff? Not really, both are faster and I have damage. So eradicate can't click sword stance. It's just going to use regular facade. I should be high enough to just kill with normal dice. If for some reason I don't feel comfortable with that, I can go fake out then overhit this guy. And like I never died. Then jump left comes in, and if I go, okay, I can't go muscle band on this. I'm already using it for Hariyama. I was going to say just kill with this, but okay, I can just go to this guy, and yeah, with Chesto Berry, it's impossible to lose. Again, the other two guys will just be moral support. I hate the back movement. It gets like stuck for no reason. It's a bit weird when like the normal movement is probably the best movement I've ever played in a Pokemon game. It's unreal, it's so responsive, but then you get on the bike and it sucks. It's the most miserable experience you will ever have. Okay. Bring. Ooh. Oyster. Ape. Hariyama. Of course Hariyama. Ape. Arcanine, and I don't know. It's like a jump bluff, right? So. Eradicate, a jump bluff. I can go like. I don't know. This. This maybe. For their synergy mainly. I'm just going to lead Hariyama here with the muscle band for that extra boost. This with... Do I really need an item? Is this Heartstone? Yeah, it is. Okay, so I don't need... That's bad, so... No, I have extreme speed. I always forget. Just give this a Chesto Berry. Has Spore. Spore always hits. Normal dies. Okay, this can be muscle band, but it's going to kill Eradicate, right? It's going to switch into something. Then fake out and overhit. I guess Oranberry never hurts here. It's also like useless, but we don't talk about it. And same here. None of those two guys should come out ever. Herp. Save. Do the whole running thing. This reminds me of like the Souls games and where you have to run back to the boss, but instead of running back to the boss you have to run back to, and each trainer it's a bit more like you have to go a bit far, a bit further from the checkpoint. That's one of the main bad things about this. If Hariyama isn't first, I'm fixing it. I think like the team order is correct, but I don't remember. It has to be Hariyama, burned. Okay, yeah, makes sense. I just click break. Okay, goes for super fine. Could have been reflect perfectly, and then I would need break to like break the screen. This means it's always unpheasant and always Stormwind Beat. I just have to go here. This Pheasant needs 4 crits in a row to kill. Okay, I'm safe. Icicle Spear for the kill here. Always hits 5 times, so no risk because of the ability. That should be Eradicate, right? No burn. Maybe it's Jump Up. No, doesn't see kill. So it's Eradicate. It has a Flame Orb and the Guts, but the first turn it comes out, it doesn't have the burn status effect yet. And does that mean I can just stay in and kill it? Yeah, I think that means that. I'm never let it crit, so Icicle Spear again. Yeah, Facade depends on having a status condition too, so when you're not burned, it deals like 1/3 or something like that. The damage it should deal. Well, anyway, now it's Jump Left. It's going to be a random move between Seed Bomb and Acrobatics. Both deal the same amount to Arcanine, so yeah. Like exactly the same amount. Okay, it's Acrobatics. Flying Gem Acrobatics doesn't make any sense. It's a lot of like base power and whatever, but this is Jump Left with 55 attack and it's also resisted, so Rock Slide, it's probably going to click Spore. Like this is random, but it looks like the AI really likes doing this. I feel like it's not that random, it's a higher chance, but not always. And the documentation says that it's the same chance than going random move, which I don't believe. They usually click the start of the status move. Maybe I'm biased, I don't know. Save. And the next one is whenever it loads, he decides to. Okay, here. A float solo that dies to like any single mon that. Okay, this isn't that simple. It has a life orb, maybe it kills with crit. Let's make sure it doesn't. Okay, it kills Bolton with a crit. It kills Big Trouble with a crit. And it kills Electros with a crit. It kills everyone with a crit except for Satoru Gojo, of course. Yeah, this just works. Yeah, this guy's the goat. Let's go here and pre-burn. Click break. Call it a day. Now, next month it's going to be South back for like random bullshit. Well, no, it depends on the damage I've taken. This is always Hydro Pump, right? So I will be at... It's going to be bounce unless this crits. Then it's like random move. Do I care though? Can't I just go Staraptor and... Well, I die to non-crit into crit or stuff like that. Do I? Because I intimidate. Which means then I don't die to non-crit into crit. Yeah, but it's headbutt, so we can flinch. Then it's really bad. I can just go Cloister then... Yeah, Cloister walls this guy. Also, it's like jump kick, so it works. Yeah, it doesn't really. It only walls with Intimidate, that's like fictional walling. Not really walling, after all. Okay, it's also slower. What about Ape? Ape doesn't die. Okay, I just go Ape. Like, I don't care, I just go Ape. And with a Cherry Berry, just because it can bounce or something, I don't know. Okay, now, Salazzle historically always dies to Arcanine. As I'm seeing now, it's also really bad against Seismitoad. So yeah, this is the team. Went a bit too far with that one. Why am I still on the bike? I have speed up and good movement. Okay, this doesn't really need. Does this need the muzzle band? I think it does. Sort of. Let's just skip it then. Move items. It's a good thing to do. 5 status pre-burn this guy. No, I don't see. No. Nice method. And then like random shit. Honestly, the same guys. They're just showing up. Okay, then cherry berry on this just because of paranoia. And for Salazzle, I guess Pecha berry to make it even funnier. Yeah. So much. A bit more here, a bit. Oops. Yeah, speed up is crazy in this game. Okay, it's here. Just click break. And I can also miss Hydro Pump, I guess. Then it's bounce, and then it, yeah, so I did it correctly. Yeah, there's a miss. Hit him with a black flash. I should be so spec, right? Maybe it's Salazzle. Yeah, no, it's so spec. It's going to click bounce. It will like hit in one turn because of power up. And it can paralyze, but I don't care because I have brought the cherry berry because of paranoia. It can also miss. It's like 95% accurate. It doesn't miss. There's paralysis. Guys, paranoia works. Okay, now I should one shot. Or it's syringe gray, so it's more likely to paralyze. I didn't even notice. Like my brain is trained to identify abilities I believe are dangerous, like sturdy or some stuff like that. But Turing Grace for me isn't one of them, so I usually ignore it. But I should pay more attention. Now it's like, I don't know, whatever, random move, I don't care. It would be pretty funny to see protect, but I think they never protect when they switch in. Like the first turn. There of Pecha Berry, it's going to Toxic again probably. What it doesn't know is Rock Slide's coming. Okay, ready to one. It's one more and then the rival fight. Okay, Rapidash Galar and a Zoroark. That's a bit weird, to be honest. But I have a Steel type, so maybe, you know, maybe this time I can actually fight the Fairy type. Yeah. Okay, it's will always Hypnosis. What the hell is this? Okay, I don't need to be re-poisoned then, I believe. What are my other options? Like, Oyster kind of heals this guy. There's also Hariyama, who with good berry probably just heals, right? Oh no, but it dies. It dies. It dies. Okay, let's think about layer on angle. I mean, technically you can't poison a steel type yet, so because the play here would be to poison Laren to avoid both Will-O-Wisp and Hypnosis, but because I can't poison yet, and I say yet because after a couple more things you can go to a route where there's Wild Salazzle, who has a corrosion ability and always poisons, so it doesn't matter if you have the steel type or not. But I'm not there yet, so even though my script can apply pre-poisoning, Laren can't be pre-poisoned right now. That's a bit weird. What happens if it goes for Will-O-Wisp? Doesn't really matter, right? It attacks me. Let's think about this. Like, the only weird thing is Hypnosis, so I go Chesto Berry. If it clicks Will-O-Wisp and hits, I can just... Like, I have already hit then the Iron Head with less damage, of course. But then it's never Hypnosis, it's just going to click attacks and I wall it too hard. So probably let's just skip this. If it gets a bit weird, I could switch to something else. Something with a priority move that walls like this and like clean up. Then it's probably Zorark. 4 Night Days, also Flamethrower. The problem is that both outspeed and one shot. Or if like this has to basically go for Hypnosis and die for it to be far-fetched. But well, that's an option, so. Okay, what I can do here is I just go Ape, Fake Out, and Overhit. And if it's far-fetched, it's going to only be close combat, so you go any mon that resists it. Click Side Shock on this, maybe... Okay, not this, not this. Who doesn't die? You... yeah, like the ones that resist it. And like Hariyama some of the time, most of the time. Okay, it should be really simple. Let's just do the same thing where I bring... I have to go up, right? Yeah, sometimes I get lost here. There's the poison ticking. It's a bit too much, yeah, like I get some... I get motion sickness from this. Well, not really, but it's a bit annoying. That much I can say. I only need orbital, right? So who am I living? Yeah, I guess Grog. This Pecha Berry? Oh yeah, doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm leading with this guy. Chesto Berry. I guess I don't need something that fights this Rapidash, so that's probably going to be Arcanine. Yeah, Arcanine just... Okay, let's give Arcanine a Chesto Berry to them. And this guy a Noran Berry. I don't really want to give it to Citrus. It should leave... Does it leave 3 crits? Yeah, so... Whoa, there's one with you where you switch in. Yeah, you can't just go with no item, but to make sure. This muscle band does not have any items. Do the whole thing where I go back again. Things to do in cycling road. Leave. It's like down here, it's this guy, right? Am I level first? Yep. Okay, let's see. It is kind of an RNG fest. But I should always come out on top. What's most important here is not this rapid dash, it's whatever comes in after killing it, and if it flickers, it's Zoroark. Because yeah, this game does give you a way, I don't know why, to know if it's Zoroark or not. Like the funny part of it being Zoroark is that you don't know. Okay, this can kill, it's like a range 50-50 I think. Okay, cool. Now, it should be Zoroark. And my reasoning is that Night Day sees kill. With like every single roll. Let's hit a flicker there. Yeah, this is totally Zoroark. So now I go ape. Just walls any dark type in existence. Well, wall would be too much, but deals with. Okay, there's a crit. I now outspeed and kill. Accuracy. Okay, this is the same thing that happened to me the last time. Luckily for me, because of course I don't want to risk stuff on an accuracy drop, so now it's going to slash bomb, I think. Go Hariyama was really good backup. I forgot about Night Days and I forgot again. Okay, poison here would go crazy. It doesn't really matter. That's the thing. Can't just click vital throw and it doesn't really matter. I always kill. Because it never misses. So if it goes for Night Days and then like lowers my... Yeah. Okay. There's Zoroark. I just go orbital on the next guy and it's always a wash. It's just a box check. Do you have something that resists fighting? Do you have a really fast mon? Well, it's actually too fast because of choice scar, so you don't usually have faster mon. You have to deal with something that tanks it. Okay, I'm very likely to kill on this Psyshock. Okay, there's one. It can actually crit twice, like 3 times. I always win from here. It's something I would really like to say about every single fight, but of course you don't get. Okay, because if it hits twice, I always kill. I didn't factor 2 drops in only one. It's even easier then. Okay, now it's actually the difficult fight. So we'll just look at the plan again. See if everything makes sense. Like the same amount of sense it made when I thought about it. And go for it if I'm convinced. But yeah, this one sucks. It's a boss fight, 6 mons. On psychic terrain, mind you. That's like the most stupid part of it. Psychic terrain is busted because it prevents the use of priority moves. And of course, like they use a team where priority moves are broken. So yeah, you hate to see it. This is the team though. And it's a really weird team, but it seems to work. Force Cloister? Yeah. Okay. Indeed, here is usually a really annoying one to deal with. It has both screens, so at random, and it's very likely to actually because of light play, which boosts the chances of it using screen mobs. It just sets up a screen and you're fucked. But Bolton is one of the goats of this game that just one shots, and you don't even need an item on this. It's just scale with crunch. And it's faster because Bolton is like faster than everything else, right? You just kill this guy, don't care. Then you immediately Swampert. That's a problem because it's his skill with Earthquake, right? So I think my plan was go here because it's immune, bait Liquidation or Avalanche. Hopefully I would like Avalanche, so the plan is to be pre-damaged to the amount where like Avalanche is kill, because then Liquidation is more likely. I will have to think about this because Gligar is also fighting a 1v1, so maybe it can't afford that much pre-damage, but the idea is to bait Avalanche. It's a 50-50, so it's actually a 50-50. You go Cloyster here, and with no crits, the 1v1 works decently. With crits, it goes really wrong. And mainly because it can curse after switching in. So that would raise attack, defense, all stats that matter. And yeah, lowered speed, which makes it slower. But it will have upgraded its defense before I hit the first Icicle Spear. And as you can see here, the range doesn't work. Like, I don't do hit KO. Earthquake deals a lot with crit kills if I have essentially taking any damage from something that's not Avalanche. So yeah, I have to risk a couple of things here. And Cloyster is one of those things. But yeah, let's assume I kill. So I guess the order would make more sense if it's like this. And it's going to be Tsarina. Like, I see very little worlds where it's something else. It has to be Tsarina, right? And if not, it's just like Houndoom who dies to Ape, so yeah. Well, Houndoom doesn't actually die to Ape. I have to change Mach Punch finally for Brick Break. And then it does die, so I guess first thing I have to make sure I do is teach Brick Break to Ape in capital letters, just to make sure. Because if I don't, then it gets a bit weird, right? Okay, so if it's Houndoom, I go Ape and deal with it. If it's Tsarina, I think my plan was to go Rapidash and deal with it. Ape also does it, and it does it decently well. But okay, let's give this Brick Break like for real. I do have to use this. Okay. Like, this is really likely to just 1v1 both, but use Rapidash for this. I believe it's like the same. It's very likely to be Dropkick, but Rapidash kinda does it even with the drop. I guess give it the Muscle Band then? Right? Not really, this is just knockoff, so it's better if I go like no item then. Yeah, then on the... Well, I can also do some meta stuff and bait knockoff, so I can go Ape on the knockoff and kill. I don't know, like just use Rapidash and Ape for both of these guys. Then for Hawlucha, it's probably coming for Rapidash. You go... It's going to use Close Combat, right? You can't really use Bolton here. I mean, it's faster. Okay, it's not faster, actually. This is Unburdened Psychic Seed, so it's plus special defense. Any Psychic type usually kills this guy. And as you can see, Orbital does it here, but... Does it... Let me see. Great, actually, it sort of leaves this one. It leaves this range really well. Do I want to use this orbital here instead of... Because my other option was Gligar. Yeah, Gligar is for baiting Avalanche with Swampert, so it's basically required. That's why I can go orbital here. My other option would be to deal with Sarina and Houndoom with only a... But with Dropkick I don't trust that much. The ranges and all of that. Bolton is technically never used, like it's full HP. So that would also make some sense if I needed to kill like Serena maybe, but takes too much from any hit. Okay, so then for Holucha, let's see what happens if I go Gligar. It's going to use close combat. I would really like it to be twice, but it's just going to be once and then whatever. Also, this is like not no item, so it's actually always acrobatics. Yeah, and it's a ton of damage, so this doesn't wall at all. You can go here on the acrobatics and then you're like risking... Oh, you're not risking anything, you're just dead. Hey, this doesn't really work. Also because, yeah, acrobatics just kills this guy. If you have a Musharna, this doesn't happen. Yeah, you don't always get Musharna. Holucha is broken. Okay, what about Psychic Fangs with this guy? I'm just dead to crit. Do I want to risk a crit? With Tailwind though, I outspeed. And I have a Tailwind Mon that's also Levitate. Like that works for Swampert, right? Yeah, kind of. It's the same thing. Okay, if I... Can I click Tailwind at any point here? Let's think about this line. It would be my first Tailwind line ever. Go here, bait all the stuff. So then it's like Sarina, you go Ape deal with it. And yeah, Ape actually baits Holochain immediately. You go this guy but just die. Is the Raptor good for any Tailwind strats on this fight? It just dies to everything, like it's really useless. I don't know how to tell you this. I mean technically I can use Tailwind here. But then I will lose Tailwind for sure. So yeah, Tailwind is not a real play. It's fiction. But an interesting thing about using Staraptor instead of Gligar is that I intimidate the Swampert. But that doesn't really make it any better, right? On the average case, yeah, it doesn't. Okay, what about Holucha? No item Holucha. I feel like I have to somehow put Bolton in front of it without taking any damage in the process. That's like my objective. And the only way I know with like this box and... Because another option would be to put it to sleep with Yarn or something, and then you can guarantee that you will be in front of it and ready to take one hit and attack or even just run one more sleep turn. But with this box, you just have to suck something. Like you kill, I guess, Rapidash. And then you have Bolton in front of this. Still have to run the luck check. This always kills with crit. Do the Psychic Fangs play. And yeah, then who takes care of Gardevoir? Because there's a thing here. I have a counter, like a really good one. But it has this little problem. It's slower. It's a lot slower. This is just going to use Destiny Bond some of the time, because it's faster, to also take one more of my mounts. And if I switch to a faster mount, it can click, like it's already Destiny Bond, right? So it doesn't work no matter what I do. A different option would be to go with something with like priority, but priority is disabled here. And a different option would be to status this guy somehow, but it's a psychic type, so no poison powder mon will ever lift this. Also Hariyama just dies because of like psychic terrain. So my plan was to sack something on this one, not on Olucha. Because it's Focus Ash. Later it should be okay. Okay, maybe there's a different play. Yeah, but it doesn't really work. Cloister, right? On top of it not killing, it's always dead to Moonblast, and that's it. And then it's like you would have to drop its speed. Oh, once. One is doable. Okay, once is doable because you can hit it with the. You can hit it with the Rock Tomb. Yeah, you drop its speed. It goes for Moonblast. You resist that shit. Bait Side Shock, which I take. I mean, it's a bit weird, right? But you bait Side Shock. Go here and actually kill this guy. Yeah, except that this will be very low from Swampert already. Also, it doesn't really matter that... Like, what I can do instead is... I was going to say something like attack twice, but I can't really afford that. This deals too much with Moonblast. Resisted, by the way. Because if I was a bit faster, you know, then I suddenly outspeed and kill. But I can't do that. I can definitely do this with like 2 sacks, probably. Sacks is too many. Like by far too many. Okay, kills Hawlucha with like close combat drops. Okay, there's a really cool thing here. Basculin ignores Psychic Terrain with Mold Breaker, but it doesn't have a good priority move for like this case. It's also not faster, well, nothing's faster. Yeah, usually your play here would be to remove the terrain with Steel Roller, but that's so niche, you never get to use it. Ah, yeah, this guy isn't on... Okay. Hawlucha isn't... It's not because of Mold Breaker, like... Mold Breaker, it's because it's flying type and it's not touching the Psychic Terrain. Then I can actually use priority moves on this. I'm seeing Ice Shard here. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, I can go... Then I can go here. I can click like one move. One move, I live whatever, right? And on the next one I go here. And click Ice Shard and kill. Yeah, that makes sense. But then again, the Swampert situation is a bit weird. Who do I use for Swampert? Because of course, like there's something that's obvious about Swampert, it's that it's quadruple weak to grass, but it just has a ton of bulk. And the berry, so that the first grass type move you use is not that effective. Then, after removing it, you kind of kill, but it just kills every single one of my mons. Like, yeah, Big Triple would one-shot if this didn't have the berry. Stuff like that. But 2 turns, nothing lives. 2 turns. Technically, if it curses, I can go Big Triple, because it will be slower. And then, like, if it also has no item, is there a knockoff mon that can fulfill all of these conditions? I don't think so. Like, it can curse, of course, but not reliably. That's a problem. Okay, so there's a couple things. Bolton isn't doing anything apart from, of course, one-shotting in DD, but it looks like it should be able to do more. Like, it's faster than Gardevoir, but for what? Well, it's unnecessary, right? So you go this. Okay, if I'm not using this for Howlucha, then and the main thing here is that this can totally sword stance. And then what? Right? It's +2 and acrobatic skill crit kills. So my other option, which is Staraptor, doesn't leave a crit. Well, it leaves some of them, right? Yeah, it leaves some of them. Takes close combat. Makes it drop defense once. Also drops attack. So you can like go here. And if it drops again, you still don't kill. Okay, that kind of sucks. Okay, what about the Swampert situation then? If this guy... This is too unstable. I feel like maybe 2 fire types are too much. Maybe I have to rely on only one of them. That's probably going to be Ape, right? Yeah, Ape just shits on too much of this team. Okay, so no Rapidash. I can try to... I mean, to be fair, this is basically the same as going for Bolton, but I can just leave some of the crits and I don't risk Bolton, which is like a good one. So let's say I do it like this. I intimidate Swampert, which is really good for the 1v1. It uses one of these 2 moves. Probably liquidation, but whatever. You go here. If it drops, then it's Earthquake again. You can go here again. Try again. Yeah, like this works. So then Hawlucha comes in again. It's probably Ape, right? Yeah. The thing is, it's not faster before coming in. It's only after it does that it becomes faster. But well, at some moment, Hawlucha comes in. You can try... I need to say something like, you can actually... No, you can't. Okay, I just have to suck something to this Hawlucha. Do I... Do I need to... I mean, Electros here is a bit promising. Yeah, it looks really good because I can... I know I'm thinking too much, but it's kind of necessary. Okay, with no crits it lives. It has to switch into acrobatics, that's the only thing it needs. You kinda get that from Ape already, I believe. Yeah, you do get that from Ape most of the time. Yeah, and if it, for some reason it fails to work, then you can just go to any of the other options. So because this is going to close combat, I can just take its close combat and throw it back. With Thunder Punch I kill. Dissipates liquidation from Swampert, so it's not going to fulfill the Swampert pivot role. That's going to be Staraptor. But this way I have some options, like some more options. I can go here on Destiny Bond. I can... The problem is I don't have Rapidash to sack now. On the last month. Which is kind of part of the play here, but I need Staraptor, I need all of these guys for very specific purposes. Maybe Gardevoir doesn't need me using Lairon. After all, it's Focus Sash. So 2 Blaze Kicks. Not really. I mean, not really. I only have this and... well, this. Yeah, but it doesn't work that well. It has to be Lairon, right? Citrus Berry. Okay. So this looks decent. I guess I can suck Electros through Gardevoir, and then if it gets to that point, of course, I may dodge it, but most of the time I need to suck something because it's Destiny Bond. I have no counterplay. Okay. What about Sword Stance? It can go for Sword Stance here, which would be really awkward. But if it comes to that, then I just have to go, yeah, here and quick attack. Yeah. Okay, that works. Let's redo the switch-ins. Kill this comes in, go here, intimidate once. Then like random move. You go Cloister and hopefully Avalanche and hopefully Liquidation, no drop, no crit. Then you can actually Icicle Spear as it probably curses. And then you like hit again and you're in a good position. Not perfect, but works. And it's Arena most of the time. For dropkick, that's kind of the bad part. So you go with Staraptor, actually, it's really good. Because you made Triple Axle, which is like the best move for Ape to switch into. Other than knockoff. Ape with Blaze Kick twice kills. Also, this will have been intimidated. This is very likely to drop kick. And the question here is, yeah, I don't kill this guy with brick, only one break, but it's not going to come in for Ape, right? It's going to be Hawlucha or Gardevoir, yeah, probably Gardevoir actually. For Psyshock. Okay, I see a bit of a problem here, and it is that Lairon just dies. Like it doesn't tank that well. But it takes 2 hits unless crit. Well, nothing to do on that. But yeah, and you deal with this somehow. Probably that dealing with means you can decide to bait Albuch on purpose. Or like, I don't know, and I think I just have to steer the fight with what I have. Let's go do it. I can just go here now, right? So I don't have to run. Ah, no, I have to go back because I have to teach Brick Break to Ape. As I've written, I read again my reminder. Hate to see it. It's coming. Not you, not you. It's a really difficult fight. I still don't know how to play this one without sacks, and probably depends on your box. Like, it looks like a box check and a really hard one. So yeah, just die. Decide who you want to die, who you don't want to die. And that's all. Never more dies for this gentleman. This shouldn't really be an item. Same for Ape. I guess Citrus, ironically. And what about Staraptor? Does it change anything for Tsarina? Not really. But Staraptor maybe benefits more from a muscle band? I'm not sure. Give it the citrus too. No, I will think more. Okay, this does need the citrus. And this is for Halucha, so it doesn't really matter. Let's see how well it deals. Okay, it kind of makes it so that with Muscle Band it makes it possible to kill if it force stances. But Citrus makes it so that it can switch into close combat. Okay, insta-lows if that's the case, so let's give it the Citrus then. Okay, do I need Citrus on Staraptor? I think I don't gain anything by going... No, the thing is, which item on Bolton? I'm guessing, like... I'm thinking here... Doesn't really benefit from having a Citrus Berry, because it just dies to too much of this team. Doesn't really benefit. Like, I can't give it. Okay, I do have the Muscle Band, so let's just go Muscle Band. Yeah, I did remove it. Okay, so Muscle Band, Citrus Berry, Nevermore dies, Citrus Berry, Citrus Berry, Citrus Berry. That's one of Citrus Berries. Let's just go to the fight after like too much planning. Way too much planning. Except that I can't because I have to teach a break. Okay, let's not forget. I have to go back to Mobile City first. Well, city, more like town. Not even town, to be honest. They didn't learn what a city is until like Black and White. Okay, it's this guy here. Break. Instead of Mud Punch. Now I can actually go to the fight. If I hit the skill checks. Okay, it's up here. Let's be lucky. This is where the run can end. If stuff gets weird, the most likely outcome is losing a ton of mons but beating the fight. I don't know. There's a lot of RNG too. Okay, there's psychic terrain. Let's see one of the best things of this fight. This is the kind of thing that gets you gold status on my Pokemon ranking. Okay, that's immediately Swampert as expected. It's going to be always Earthquake. That means free switch to Staraptor. Now it's random move between Liquidation or Avalanche. I believe this technically can also be Curse. Curse is okay. Like, it's not perfect, but it's okay. The only bad thing here is Liquidation, and especially a crit or defense drop. Which is really unlikely, but it's something that can happen. Okay, there's Liquidation. Let's see the drop. Let's see that drop. Okay, doesn't get it, then it's really good. Now I can Curse or Earthquake. I would really like to see Earthquake now. Okay, it's Curse instead. It doesn't really... It's not that bad. Okay, it's plus defense, so it tanks a bit better. I'm faster now. And it's a neutral attack because I intimidated once. I know the ranges look really bad, but this is 33%. A bit more. I think I rolled a bit low though. Okay, now I'm faster, so I leave any Earthquake I should kill after this. Like, I hit one more, goes for Earthquake, and I kill. If it goes for Curse again, maybe it starts to get a bit stupid, to be honest. I think I leave Earthquake crit. Okay, no, that's perfect. No crit is also really good. Maybe I have to use this guy or something later for some clutch. Now at 42 HP, is this going to be Tarina? Of course it's going to be. Okay, trap kick or low kick, doesn't really matter. I go Staraptor here to bait something else and also to intimidate. Okay, there's drop kick. Again, doesn't really matter. Both moves deal almost the same amount. Now it has to be triple axel. Like, if it's dropkick, I will be really surprised. Should be okay still though. Okay, dropkick. It really likes doing that. I still do hit KO. Now let's see, like, low kick, right? Yeah. Okay, that's a good HP range. What do I bait? This is Hawlucha. Not if it sees... I think it's Hawlucha, right? Because it's not faster, but Gardevoir is also not faster. So let's see that Hawlucha then. Okay, this is Psychic Seed. And it's really likely to be Acrobatics. If it goes for close combat, it's like a bit unfair. So let's just... This is going to be acrobatics, right? Right. Okay, thank you. Now, if it doesn't crit the next move, I kill this guy with Thunder Punch. Okay, there's Sword Dance. That was an option. I need a crit to kill because it doesn't drop its defenses now. Yeah, that's a bit awkward. Okay, the main thing here. It's +2 attack. Always this kill. Only with close combat. Always kill Staraptor. Even through Intimidate, always kills. So there, I gain nothing by going to a different mon. I have to sack Electros. And then Staraptor can clean up. So yeah, this is goodbye to Electros. It can be a really good mon. Luckily I have another electric type, so I hope I don't miss it that much. It's not a top tier by no means. So well, gets a crit too. You didn't need that crit, bro. You just kill without it. Okay, now I have to kill... Do I gain not anything if I kill with Cloister instead? Let me think. Who do I bait? Then it's always Houndoom. If I go Staraptor, then it's Gardevoir. So I do want it to be Houndoom. Okay, let's go Cloister then. I should be okay with Pursuit and all of that. Also, this has to hit now. It's a priority move, I know, but it's a flying type. So if this doesn't hit, sadly, I will have to close the fight and redo it. Okay. At least the calc knows. The calc doesn't... Well, the calc knows. The thing is if the game is bugged or not. Because the calc works with official Pokemon mechanics. Okay. This is just going to... Okay, so the Citrus Berry on Ape is useless. It's Flamethrower or Solar Beam or Dark. It's actually any move. Ape takes any of those. It can't be Pursuit, I think, because I'm too high. Even if it's that, I'm okay. So yeah, just going Furlip on this one. Okay, Dark Pulse is... well, the same as Solar Beam. I don't proc Citrus Berry, but after killing I think it will proc, so I click Brick Break. It's Solar Beam, but because it has a power up, it would have hit in one turn. The first time at least. Okay, there's Citrus Berry. Is this helpful against Gardevoir? I mean, not really. It's just random move between Moonblast and Psyshock. Now this starts to look a bit dire. Because I really wanted it to be Psyshock instead of random move between Moonblast and Psyshock. Leiron really wants that extra margin. Nothing else can switch into this, so it has to be Leiron. Let's hope for Psyshock. If it's Moonblast, it's not like I immediately lose. Okay, thank you. It can drop my special attack, is it? Doesn't really matter. Okay, if it crits now, I just die. And probably lose the battle. Or like lose a ton of mons in the process. So we really want to see no deaths here. Okay, Moonblast. No crit, thank you. Now the good thing is that it shouldn't see kill now, right? Like it should see kill. Sorry, actually, I was... So because it's a skill, it's not going to do the thing with... Destiny Bond. It's always with Moonblast. It's always a skill. The problem is... Do I have any wood switch-ins? Bolton, apparently... Bolton lives if it doesn't crit, because it's full HP. Staraptor, I don't think it lives. Yeah, it's 99. It dies the most rolls on, of course, crit. Ape dies to all rolls. Same for Cloister, of course. It's really bad on the special defense side. Okay, so I think the safest thing here, like the thing that allows me to have the least deaths, is to go Bolton, who also have speeds, and really pray for no crits. If I get crit, then I win, but I lose Bolton. Okay. Let's go. Now I can, I don't know, crunch. And win the fight with only one death. And like the one I want to sack the most is Rapidash. But Electros is probably like the second best sack on this box right now. Because I have a ton of... I have another levitating one. Well, yeah, this was just really good. Only one more death. I'm okay with this. I think this is the attempt where I have the least deaths at this point of the game. So everything's really good. Let's go back and end it here for today. I think I have to level up my mons. Also leave Electros on the death box. Well, safe. I think I already did, but... This could have been deathless, I believe. But well, let's not complain, I got a bit lucky. Okay, now I'm like okay with this and all of that, but give me back that citrus berry. We don't have that many of those to be handing them over to dead mons. Okay, now it's like level 42. Do I get Agron? I think I do, right? Close combat, finally. I mean, I'm never clicking Tailwind on this. I accept this guy isn't getting a Tailwind off without dying. Serve. Okay, that's really strong. Better than Aurora Beam. Aura Sphere. Goodbye, Brick Break. It was good while it lasted. This is Agron. Okay, Stone Edge. Unpopular opinion. Nah, this is like totally a popular opinion. You're never clicking this. Okay, there's Agron. Jump kick. Okay, it starts to become really apparent that this mon is losing its purpose. Okay, let's remove bounce then. And my reasoning is that usually the flying type isn't that good. Like it kills mons that die to a lot more stuff than what the fighting kills. At least that's what I feel like. What it feels like, I mean. Poison jab. Do I really want something I can learn on the move tutor? I don't think so. Infestation? Nope. Bullet Punch. I mean, I guess better than Vital Throw. Brick Break. Better than Vital Throw, I guess. I was going to do that anyway. Scary Face. Nah. Seed Bomb. Okay, this is probably better than Giga Drain. From now on. I do know that Giga Drain is busted and all of that, but I mean, Poison Powder probably does less. Yeah, this is really bad. Special attack. Say goodbye to Giga Drain strats. Okay, knockoff. Better than Night Slash. Toxic, okay, nice. Finally a way to do strats. Okay, that's all for today. Kind of a long one. I had to replan the whole thing and took a lot. Took extremely long, but it was for something, right? So yeah, that's it for today. Save like 100 times, like always. Yeah, have a good one. Bye.